What's up guys, long time no see for this is another game review time with Potato about games and stuff. Okay, so this one's going to be a little quickie because I've only played about 3 hours of it before open beta ended. A lot of you know that I play WoW, but I'm not very serious about it. I play it because I have this thing in my brain that needs to always play some sort of MMORPG. Granted, we over at Team Mongoose like to bounce around and try out every, if not all, free MMORPGs or any beta test that we can get in. Fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on your views about WoW, World of Warcraft is still one of the better MMOs out there. It has a terrible rep for being a game that consumes people's lives, but fuck. If it's not WoW, it'll be EverQuest. If it's not EverQuest, it'll be Checkers. If a person has an addictive personality, they'll find a game to destroy their lives off of it. Okay, I'm getting off of track here. Last night around 2 AM after playing Amnesia for the first time, we all decided, hey, let's try out this Rift bullshit. So as we were downloading it, we checked when the beta ends, and it was today. Actually, in about 6 hours. Bunchies gave up, and Puddles tried sticking it out, but fell asleep at his desk like a champ. I stayed up because I was really curious about how the game felt and played, and boy howdy did it feel awesome. I really like how customizable the UI is from the get-go, which I immediately set up to be similar to my setup in WoW. The game itself seems a bit daunting at first since you only have 4 classes, but then you see from the top of my head I think there's about 7 roles per class. When you start the game, you choose a class. I went with Warrior because I knew I was going to be playing alone and needed something that would be easy to play and could last through some heavy hits. Once you do the tutorial quest and get to know the game a bit, you choose your first role, or as they call them in the game, soul. You can have up to 3 souls at a time, and you can choose which ones you want to mix with others out of your class. But you can't mix one with the other, so no mage/warrior mixes here. My first choice was to go paladin. It's been a close favorite of mine for a while now, and I wanted to see how Rift's version of it was. Once you get to a point where you can choose your second soul, they give you hints on which ones would work best with another class. I went with Reaver for my second and Void Knight for my third later on. I tried to work my classes with each other. I chose Reaver because I thought it would offer some damage over time skills, which it did. Then I went with Void Knight because from my experience magic is usually my undoing, and I wanted a class that was proficient in stopping or at least negate some of the damage. While training and putting in skill points, there are 2 sections to the tree. An upper part where you add points in for passive skills, and a lower part that has additional abilities that unlock the more points that you put into that specific soul. Leveling up was an amazing experience. They made it seem much more important versus other games that I've played, with sweet looking explosions and text flying into screen. Even turning in quests was fun. One thing I really liked was while creating weapons, they were actually better than the ones I currently had, which gave me a lot of motivation to actually go out and mine and collect materials, which I think was a great addition in Trion's part. Another thing I found absolutely amazing was the rift system they had in-game. Rifts will open up randomly around the world. Think of them like Oblivion Gates. They open up and release baddies into the world. But unlike Oblivion Gates, if these rifts are left unattended, they will continue to push out bad guys, who will get impatient and start moving outwards, spreading their evil and eventually taking over towns. Yes, if they get strong enough, they will go into towns and kill all the NPCs and take over that area. So everyone bands together for battle when one of these opens up. Doesn't matter if you don't know who they are, you just know that you all have to defeat this evil. What's your motivation, you ask? Aside from keeping your town safe? Well, there's this meter that determines your score that will go up depending on how much you contribute to sealing the rift. Higher your score, better loot you get at the end. They even have a system in place where vendors will sell you awesome stuff from, for a lack of a better word, tokens that you get from rifts. Consider them like justice points in WoW. Since I only reached level 11, I can't really say anything about endgame or any of the more powerful skills or even mounts for that matter. I just know that I saw some people riding on top of giant turtles, which I later found out were only given to those who pre-ordered. All in all, I heard Trion is setting up to make a game that is a WoW killer, and I honestly believe they are on the right track. I was hoping that there would be no subscription, that you only had to buy the game like Guild Wars was, but from the looks of it, there is going to be a subscription fee. It's disheartening, but I'm really considering buying this game. If anyone out there who has played a lot of it and is going to buy it, hop on our forums and let's talk about it. I gave this game a 9 out of 10 at a glance. Maybe with more time in the game I'll change my vote, but I really liked it and I look forward to them being a competitor in the MMORPG market. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Rift. Leave a comment down below if you guys want me to review another game or play another game, or about any parts that you liked or disliked about my review. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up.